All right, welcome back, everybody. This is Team Dronix, and I'm here to actually present you with another video. This one's actually going to be different. I'm actually going to be going into in depth of my rigging that I do on through Unity. So, just gonna kind of want to show you the process and explain a little bit of how I basically animate a lot of these script fights. I'm gonna be actually blocking out a lot of my code, so just don't if you actually see some of it, some of the parts where it's blacked out, I apologize for that just in advance, just because I kind of want to keep it, just a little kind of like sensitive information. But other than that, um actually be showing you some of the rigging procedures that I follow and what I do and all that snaz. So as I'm scrolling through, I'm actually going to show you, where is it, this part specifically. Back when I was using Unity, you can kind of see 2020 is kind of like outdated. I used this thing called Anima 2D, and what it was is that basically I created these bones, this bone system. It is both FK and IK enabled, and through it I actually created the legs, some of the legs through IK, meaning the fact of whenever I basically want to animate something and I kind of wanted to like really move pretty freely, I would actually enable the last link to be able to move the rest of the bones. In this case, you can kind of see a little bit kind of closer. You see there's like these little circles at the very end. Um, and you can kind of see there's like this very faintly, you can see this little link chain where it goes all the way up to the circle. So that's basically like an IK chain that I create. And you can kind of see the buildup. It's not very clean, but this is old footage. But you can kind of see some of the little breakdowns between the weak points, the attack collider, and then you have I have some of the textures that are on here as well, which is basically it broken down, the whole sprite broken down. And then finally I have a section called bones, and through there is where I connect everything pretty much where it needs to be connected, such as the ears, the upper jaw, the lower jaw, the main head, and then you have the arms, which is an IK chain. This is different as what I'm doing currently, but I just wanted to show you as far as the process of how this game has evolved and changed over time. So it's maybe old footage. Like I said, it's pretty much the same concept of rigging into Unity. And so over here is I'm actually going through all the bones. Excuse me, just getting killed by allergies over here. But as I'm scrolling through right here, just be patient. Right here, I'm actually editing the colliders, and so by doing that, I'm actually enabling just as far as what is going to be the base collider that collides with the player. Basically, I don't want the player to actually go through the enemy. So man, this is completely old, but very useful information if you ever wanted to see how basic characters are broken up. Obviously they have like an attack collider, some sort of object, whether they're holding a weapon or in whatever case, and then you have the base collider that usually collides with the enemy. And through the use of this, I think I used the edge collider, or no, sorry, the polygon collider. Sorry about that. Or is it edge collider? Whoa, that's new to me. Okay, so obviously during this time I use edge colliders, but now I use polygon colliders just because it's more accurate, and I break it down between the weapons and such. But cool thing, wow, that's a pretty old UI. It's changed, but in this case, I'm actually going as far as testing the scenes, In this case, this is the first main boss battle. I don't know why I'm playing music, but this is the main boss battle. I have some basic text. I know you can't really see it, but it's just some text or some testing that I do here and there. And this is actually the second form, because every boss in this game is gonna have pretty much a second form. Or not every boss, but like some bosses will. So this is just a concept of kind of like the introducing of the boss. I was testing some particle systems back when I was kind of like really new to this, and just doing basic animations as well, so you can kind of see the flow of everything. He's kind of like has his idol, and then he jumps in the air. It's kind of a little funny, but I really wanted to give the concept of right here. I really love this part that I animated. Let me just go in and replay that. The fact of how the character's name is Kalma. How the character Kalma, it's obviously it's void form. I'm just gonna call it that. How it just moves pretty freely on the head. I really like that part, especially right here, like that, where he kind of like shakes, and then he shoots a beam. So it's pretty good. In this particular scene, I wanted to instill a concept of like, what the hell am I doing? This game is all about, as far as like not memorization, but just noticing patterns between the animations and just learning just pretty much how to fight the enemy. So you're just going in here, blasting away with your little fireball. It's changed as well over time, so don't worry, that's not the final product at all. But it's just pretty interesting to see as far as how everything's linked. Of course, you can see right here, I have the main root, as we call it. If you ever done 3D rigging or rigging, you usually use like a root bone where everything's connected to at one point. Obviously, everything from the upper system down to the tail, down to the legs are connected through this root bone, which is the hip bone. And so I'm scrolling. I don't know what the hell. That was kind of crazy. So just kind of showing you a little bit. The health bar appears, everything's appearing. I'm just testing really the battle. It's a lot of testing on my part. It is, like I said, instilling the concept of not really fear, but just kind of like unknown. Maybe it is fear that I'm thinking about, of just such a big character, and you don't really know like what to expect, what's going on, why is my character like really small. But we're going at it, right? So we're going against like this enemy, and as you can see right here, these are all just animations. Kind of want to show you this little segment too. It's always good to have animations if you're ever animating characters in Unity, whether idle animations, attack animations, just pretty much any animation concept. You can animate anything that you create via Photoshop or just any art program that you use, and you bring it over. You can definitely just animate every single segment of what it is that you want to animate. So I kind of do the same thing here. If you could kind of read right here, these are all the bones, like left leg 1, left leg tail 1 position, the ear position, the head position. So I'm just kind of breaking it up. The CCD solver 2D, that is the IK. So basically the left leg IK, you can just call it that. Right arm, right leg IK. That's basically what it is. And you can kind of see like these little rings. This is where basically the IK influence the main control shape, as if you would call it. That's where it's positioned right now. About 10 minutes so far in, so I just kind of wanted to see what else I got in here. Just me saving scenes. Just wanted to show you also a little sneak peek. I don't know if I showed it in the previous one, but as I explained, this game's gonna have at the most 5 different levels. So I was right here. You get a little sneak peek of the desert level. Just kind of wanted to show you all. Let me just play it. Oh, I guess play it. So yep, this is the desert level. So you can kind of see all the animations in play. Ooh, I don't know why it does that. Apologize. But there's some basic animations, like you said. Anything that you create in the animation component, you can definitely just bring it over into Unity, and just as long as you program just some sort of basic enemy movement script, you can definitely just animate anything and just just give your game a little bit more life. And that's kind of like what I'm doing right here. He's so tiny. I changed my Kairo character quite a long time ago right now, and some just basic jumping on enemies and they delete. Obviously, it's being activated by certain triggers or collisions. So see what else is going on. Yeah, right here, just another part of the desert level. All of this is not final, as I stated in my intro. That's supposed to be quicksand. So there's different concepts and mechanics in this game that affect the character. As you can see, let me show you all again. The quicksand, I've actually changed it and updated it not too long ago, but it's basically supposed to, like, you can't move, and it's just gonna slowly just bring down the character. So just some testing online part. That's why it's kind of like dark brown right here. And then obviously, you're in a cave, some sort of cave system. What I just did, I was just copy and pasting my special ability generator, so that way I can be able to use my power-ups, a lot quicker. But other than that, I believe that's pretty much all I have for y'all. Just kind of wanting to show you some, going from the beginning and going to what's current. I'm still going to be posting some more videos just to kind of give y'all a little bit of sneak peek of how my games change, how everything's changed, just a little bit of level design here and there, some of the enemies that you'll notice they have all been updated. Some of the interactions between game objects and the world. So there's going to be a lot more in the future that is going on, and just like solving puzzles really. So figuring out how to advance to the next level and just being creative about it. So that's just some wonky physics here and there, but they'll all get fixed up and patched up. So this is just the beginning. But other than that, that is all I have for you. I will probably go over more of the animation, such as my scorpion without its claws. I forgot. So I'll go over that definitely in the next video, as far as when I go over more of the rigging into this game and more of the animation, just to kind of give y'all a little idea of like, okay, well, what's being animated, how's the rigging done, even if this is old footage, how where it started and where eventually it's gonna come. So appreciate you all watching, and yeah, definitely please subscribe and stay tuned for more content and some future videos. And yeah, thank you all so much.